What's good? What's good? What's good? What's even better is that you tune in with Winners Talk with your host, Victor Vibe. I got a special guest in the building today. Tell us what your name is.
What's up? What's up? It's the Black Royal. What's up?
The Black Royal. The Black Royal, hey, explain to us, how did you get that name? Where did that name come from?
See, the Black Royal. It came from one of my first rap groups that I started, and we were called the Black Royalists. And I used to make all the beats and stuff for the group and stuff like that. And pretty much, I used to write the raps. Niggas would freestyle, and I would start. I would finish what they would rap later. You know what I'm saying? I would have everything recorded. And see, the thing about it, they couldn't complete what they would, complete, their song. So I would go back and write, and that's how I really pretty much learned how to rap. Pretty much, from them. You know what I'm saying? From them coming over and freestyling to my beats. So that's how the name Black Royal came, because the name of the group was Black Royalists. So when I needed my own name, it became Too Thin, the Black Royal. So that's where the Black Royal came from.
Interesting. Well, welcome. We're gonna go ahead and continue. What made you get into the music? What made you get into rapping with your group and
Let's see.
everything?
So that had something to do with it as well. You know what I'm saying? Just dibbling, dabbling, and start little rap groups and stuff like that. Back in the Fisher Price day, little turntables and cutting, and my mother buying my brother an Emerson tape recorder and realizing that you can record your voice and record at the same time. You could dub at the same time and your vocals. Once I figured that out, it was a wrap, and that was pretty much the art of recording before I knew it was the art of recording. Which pretty much you just start like you come up with the bass line, and then you go back and record for like 5 minutes at a time. Then you go back and do your other part, and 3 or 4 times, and then the same thing when you recorded your rap. You go back and you write to it, and then that's the same. The way the art of recording is like 1 track, 2 track, 3 track, 4 track. So basically, I kind of learned that, self-taught. You know what I'm saying? Just from turning nothing into something. You know what I'm saying? And also like playing with acoustics, laundry baskets and stuff like that to get certain sounds when you put the recording device inside of the tub and stuff like that, going into the bathroom. So yeah, it's kind of crazy how that became a part of everything I ended up with learning later on.
That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. I remember we had put up you had put up a picture and I had put up mine. So I know we both got something in common. And that picture was when we were little babies. We had the headphones on, we were doing music and we were in diapers. Like that's how
Oh
far
yeah,
we go back with the music. I don't think too many people got pictures when they were in diapers with the headphones on. But listening to the records back then when they was in diapers, and me and you were one of them. So
right there. That comes from our parents right there, our parents putting that, us down with music. Because to be honest, that's where the influence come from, my parents.
well, speaking of influence, who are some of your influences in the music game?
Okay, like far as like rapping, like back then, it would be like KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane, Slick Rick, EPMD, The Public Enemies, Brand Nubian, YZ, just the heavyweight MCs, Juice Crew, um, several, the 90s rap, that era, you know.
I know that's right. I know that's right. Got a KRS-One, all the guys that you named. Big ups to all of them because they definitely was the cornerstone to building the hip hop community that we have today. Um, so
Absolutely.
I see that you've gone the independent route. You have your own company. Tell us a little bit about more about that.
Bass Knot Productions, that's the label. I put everything out under Bass Knot Productions. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be, affiliated, established, what I'm saying, trademark, have everything separate, your publishing separate, production, everything, just everything separate. I don't know, it's just always wanting to have my own, what I'm saying, my own everything, what I'm saying, to be able to make my own videos, put out videos when I want to, release how many singles I want, and make the kind of music that I want to make, pretty much. So it's just learning the game pretty much, and how things have changed to allow us to do that. You get what I'm saying? Independently. So I don't know, just studying the game, just knowing what to do.
I know that's right. I know that's right. I had the pleasure of working with you during the pandemic. We worked on some projects, mixtapes, and everything. But with those mixtapes and everything, I see that you're doing a lot of futures with people now. So can you tell us some of the people that you worked with? Because I know it's a lot of people that you've worked with outside of me.
Right. Let's see, I had the pleasure working with Vic Legend. I've worked with artists, R&B artists like Janaya. I've worked with Zanaya, who's a female MC, just straight killing it. Let's see, I've worked with Papa Cannon from Connecticut. Let's see, I've worked with Butter Raspy, who's affiliated with EPMD. Let's see, down with Team Marlis. I fuck with Team Marlis and Station Head Radio, Station Head Radio Station Head. Corey Drums, the ATM Room, and Assets. Several artists here and there. You know what I'm saying? Countless others.
Okay. So I seen that you have a beat album out right now. So that means that you also, like you mentioned earlier, that you make beats and productions and everything. I was like, that what made you get into like doing the production and um can you tell us a little bit more about the production side? Like what kind of style do you have, and are you doing it just for your company, or are you also doing it for others? Because I did see some people say, "Hey, I'm gonna write to this beat." So tell us a little bit more about the production
Absolutely.
side.
Well, getting back to always being the guy that beatbox in the crew and nobody else could really, beatbox, you know what I'm saying? Um, just a carryover from this whole hip hop thing from, starting off breakdancing to learning how to rap and understanding what rap music is. And then, production and actually creating the music is a part of it. And just, back old school, just always listening to like old records, I would always want to be able to sample and create music and stuff from like Slide and the Family Stone, hearing break records, dun 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 dun, and just always wanting to, when I get a hold of a sample or something, this is what I'm going to do. Just a lot of people have beaten me to the punch. You know what I mean? And being that I was young and thinking of things first. You know what I mean? Knowing that I was the first one to think of certain things. For instance, one of the reasons why I became a rapper, honestly, was because one of the beats that I had came up with, I felt like Big Daddy Kane should be on this beat. And I was like, at some point I realized there's no way you're going to get in touch with Big Daddy Kane to get this beat. So you might as well go ahead and write to it. And that's what really how it started. And the interesting thing enough, that same idea that I had later on, Roxanne ended up coming with it. And it was like, I looked on TV and I was like, hold up, that was my idea. And it was to sample that Respect Joint. What is that? What is that? Aretha Franklin, right?
I think so. I think that's
Yeah, Respect, right?
right.
Dun, 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 dun. So anyway, I always heard Big Daddy Kane behind it. And interesting thing enough, I would learn that Big Daddy Kane also wrote raps for Roxanne Shante.
Mm.
Not the same Roxanne, but Roxanne Shante. And of course, Roxanne Shante and Roxanne used to battle all the time. And that whole rivalry between Roxanne and UTFO, that also has something to do that inspired me to be a rapper. That whole battle rapping back and forth, that LL and LL and Kumo D, stuff like that. That era of hip hop. Where you at? I lost you.
I'm here.
Right.
I'm still here. Okay, so um, okay, let's go ahead and continue. So what do you see yourself in the future as an artist and a producer? Where do you see yourself going with Bad Science Production in the future?
Continue to grind it out. Stay independent. Make the kind of music I want, and also grow and really make more inspirational music. Because the older I'm getting, the less I really care about this hip hop music. No, not like that. Not to say it like that, but it's like we're growing out. I'm growing. And where music is at right now, it's like whatever they want to call that shit. You get what I'm saying? And I'm just basically saying staying true to the culture as long as I can, as long as I can be creative, inspire, and also teach people, things that I've learned. You know what I'm saying? If people, ones that are interested, artists that are interested in wanting to learn, because anybody can pretty much, be independent. You know what I'm saying? But there is a method of the things you're supposed to do, how to register all your music to get all your royalties from every separate, publishing company and all the different agencies that pay you. And a lot of artists don't know that, how to register to all these to get all their money and know the steps on what to do. And I've been down with the right team and the right people to learn certain things. So yeah, try
Yeah,
to stay engaged.
it's definitely a lot. It's definitely a lot, man. I see you focused, got your head on right. But I seen that you came to the 757 to do some shows, and I seen that attended other shows also. Is there anything that you would like to just say to your fans, people that follow you, people that love your music? Is there anything that you would like to say to them?
Stay tuned. I got some more music coming. I'm going to be doing some more Black Royal. I mean, Bass Not Production presents the Black Royals music. I think I'm gonna continue to keep just grinding that out because that's feeling good. Because honestly, I kind of like put the mic down for a long time. I really just started rapping again. I mean, back right before I joined VMT, matter of fact, let me shout you out real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let's not front. This is Victor. I know him as Victor God. You know what I'm saying? But this is Victor Vibe, VMT, and he pretty much, you pretty much, you geared me up to be ready. You know what I'm saying? And to to how to hurry up and get things done, like deadlines. As far as like when it was time to do mixtapes, it was like, okay, you want a slot? Okay, I'll pay for a slot. Boom, I get a slot. Okay, I got another slot available. Boom, and it just hurry up and try to come up with something quick. We talking about fresh raw material. I remember buying up like four slots, and then at the last minute, it might have been two more slots available, and I had to come up with rabbits out the ass. And I don't know. It's like you taught me how to like push myself to the limit. You know what I'm saying? And that drive is what pushed me to take care of everything that I do, as far as bass knock and all that. So real talk, man. Salute you for that. You know what I'm saying? Inspired me and doing that. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that very much, man. I appreciate that. Somebody got something out of this, man. Out of what I do now that now that you're in position, you can definitely see, man. What's behind the chair, man. While you're sitting in that same seat that I was sitting in. So congratulations to you on and on everything. I've been watching you. I definitely seen you come up and elevate. Every time I turn around, I'm like, oh, he's dropping this. Oh, he's working with that person. And I'm like, then a couple of ones be catching me, and I catch myself walking around, uh, rapping the lyrics, to your songs. So I was like,
That's what's up.
he got
Yeah,
me, he's doing his work. So
that's what's up.
congratulations to you. Now, speaking of that, man, where can we find your music at?
It's on all platforms from Spotify to Apple to what iTunes, the what iHeart Music, Title. But if you want to check all of my like socials and everything, just was it Linktree, uh, one word, and then the Black Royal, one word. Linktree, the Black Royal. You can just Google that. Linktree, the Black Royal, and everything will just pop up right there. Yeah, that's the
All
best.
right, great, great. We gonna go ahead and get ready to wrap it up. Is there anything you want to say before we wrap it up?
Yeah, I just want to let everybody know that anything that you want to do, stick to your dreams, stick to your goals. Like everything and anything is possible, especially when you put God first. Like that's the most important thing, to put God first. And also, I would like to touch on my last projects, which kind of inspired me to actually, work harder at this year. Was the passing of one of my best friends and rap partners that I grew up, and actually one of my favorite MCs of all time. Like, back, in my early day, when you would ask me who my favorite rapper was, it would be next to Redman, my boy Hook. You get what I'm saying? And so that he inspired me in so many ways, and I had to pay homage with this last project, and so I just wanted to salute. all of y'all to follow y'all dreams, never give up. And God is not finished working on you when you put him first, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean, just when I think things were over, you know, God is still blessing me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I got my first seed on the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell y'all my age, but you know what I'm saying? I thought it was a wrap, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, when God knows what your heart is and what you really desire, he makes room for you to get your work done and still, you know, gift you and reward you in the end. And I feel honored that I can be fruitful and multiply. So that's the, you know, when you put God first, you know, blessings come down. So
Amen. Amen. That's a blessing right there. Well, we appreciate you for coming on the Winners Talk, and you know, blessings to you and your new seed. Blessings to you and your new music coming out. And y'all make sure to tune in, check out Black Royal on all platforms. And y'all know what it is, man. It's Victor Vibe, Black Royal, right here on Winners Talk. Peace.
what's up?